Hi everyone, welcome. Happy Olympic Day. I'm already starting to get warnings on my video connection, so let's all cross your fingers and or say a prayer, whatever's applicable to you, that this works. This is going to be Olympic themed trivia, all Olympics. In case you didn't see our social media posts. I think the Olympics and figure skating have such a special relationship because it obviously brings in so many fans. Um, I love how during the Olympics I can talk about skating with almost anyone I know. Whereas, most of the time that is not the case. And I think it's great that, every 4 years the figure skating world swells to huge numbers. And it's even better when some of those people stick around. I was one of those people. The Olympics were my first introduction into skating in 1992. I was small, watched with my mom. And the 2002 Olympics helped me get back into skating. I was kind of finding my way back. I was in college at the time in a dorm room, and I had internet that was always on for the first time in my life. And I was amazed to find other people who wanted to talk about skating at all hours of the night, just like I did. Really, I haven't looked back since. It's been pretty hardcore since then. So, anyone else get started in skating because of an Olympics? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was lucky to go to the 2010 Olympics. I was completely broke. And when I got on the plane, which my parents had bought me the ticket for Christmas, I only had tickets to curling, I think, one curling match. And when we got there, we bought practice tickets, which I think you had to buy in person. We definitely bought them in person. I don't know if we had to or if that's just what we did. And then we bought tickets to the original dance and the free dance from Scalpers on a street corner. And it was pretty terrifying after I gave them like literally all the money I had until we finally, because when you went in, you had to walk quite a long ways from the street to the security area It was like you had to walk all the way this way to get to the security area, and then you had to walk all the way back that way to get to the doors. And they didn't scan your tickets until you got to the doors. So it was a very long, anxious walk until we got there and our tickets actually scanned. I was terrified I had bought something counterfeit. But we got in and it was great. Yes, I love answering what the difference is between pairs and dance. My personal favorite question was from a photographer that was sitting next to me in an Olympic year at Canadians. I think it was 2014. And it was during pairs. And she noticed that I kept switching my camera from portrait or vertical to landscape or horizontal. And for singles you can just keep your camera one way and kind of live there, but for pairs it's a lot of switching back and forth. Well, less so now because a lot of people just shoot landscape now, but anyway, so she noticed that I seemed to anticipate when it was time to flip your camera, and she looked at me and went, "How do you know when he's going to launch her up or when he's going to launch her across?" And I just remember that specific wording of the boy launching the girl. And after I laughed a lot, I told her that I would say up every time he was going to pick her up so she could flip her camera back. I hope she found that helpful. Oh, Jennifer, we were at the same events. Awesome. Shout out to our Europeans for joining us in the middle of the night. That's amazing. Yes, I love Anne's story about her $7.50 ticket. That's wild. My tickets cost more than $7.50 in Vancouver, a lot more, but I did pay half price compared to face value. All right, so if we have anyone new, you can use the registration link below. It should be the first link in the video description below this video to send us your team name. You can make up a name or use your real name, whatever you want. That just helps us set up the answer sheets and gets you on our list if you want to know about future trivia events. We usually do them every 2 weeks, but not always. So, and it is 8:05, so I think we're going to get started, and I'll go over how this works in case there's any newbies. All right, teams are great. Feel free to play in a team if you'd like, or you can play on your own. If you are playing with friends, we ask that you keep it to 6 people or less per team. To submit your answers, you'll use the Google form. There's a link for each round. You'll submit your answers at the end of each round. I'll give you a little extra time at the end of each round to submit your answers. Sorry, blanking. Oh, yes. And just make sure you use the same team name or real name, whatever you're using. Just use the same name at the top of each form. We don't collect your email or IP address or anything creepy like that. on the answer form. So that's how we keep each team separate. If you're playing on a team, only one person needs to submit the answers. We're going to play 3 rounds plus a final question that's a little more involved. The rounds are general trivia, music trivia, and picture IDs. No points are lost for wrong answers until we get to the final question, so feel free to guess, either an educated guess or an amusing guess, whatever you like. When you're identifying a team, just using the last name is fine. Spelling does not count as long as we know who you're talking about. And if you really can't spell the last names, sometimes we do accept first names, but it's at the discretion of Daphne, our scorer. And if you have any problems with the forms or anything, you can always shoot us an email if necessary. The email will be on the screen a few times throughout the competition. And finally, don't cheat. Don't look up answers. Keep it fun. We've never had a problem with this before that I'm aware of, so I don't know why I keep the slide on here, but I do. Okay, let's play round 1. So these are general trivia questions, 6 questions, 6 points each. If you didn't join us right at the beginning, it is International Olympic Day, the anniversary of when they decided to have the first modern Olympics. So every single question is Olympic themed. I think I tried to make that clear in the wording of each question, but just keep in mind every single question is about the Olympics. So 6 questions, 6 points each. Let's move on to round 1. Question 1A. So you'll notice on your answer sheet there's a 1A and a 1B. In which year did ice dance make its debut as an official discipline at the Olympic Games? By official discipline, I mean a medal sport, not a demonstration sport. So in which year did ice dance make its debut as an official discipline at the Olympic Games? And in which city were those Olympic Games held? 1B. If you're new, I typically give about a minute and a half for each of these questions. And then I'll give you a little extra time at the end of the round, so if you're not done thinking about one of these, you can always take a screenshot or make a note so you can come back to it at the end of the round. All right, moving on to question 2. Who are the only ice dancers that won Olympic gold in the ice dance event when their country was hosting the games? So by ice dance event, I mean not the team event. Who are the only ice dancers that won Olympic gold in the ice dance event when their country was hosting the games? Okay, moving on to question 3. Two teams have a full set of Olympic medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Name both teams. So for this, I mean they actually have the medals that they can hold physically, so team medals do count for this one. Two teams have a full set of Olympic medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Name both teams. And you'll get 3 points for each team. Okay, question 4. In the 2018 Olympic Games, which 3 countries had all of their dance entries finish in the top 10? 2 points per country. In the 2018 Olympic Games, which 3 countries had all of their dance entries finish in the top 10? Well, that's time. Moving on to question 5. This is our story problem for today. Identify this family. The mother is a coach and has coached her 2 sons. The older son qualified a spot for the 2010 Olympic Games, but his partner would have had to renounce her primary citizenship in order to gain citizenship for the country that they represented. She decided against that, so the younger son and his partner were given the Olympic spot, although they had not yet competed in a senior international event. What is the family's last name? Family name. Once again, identify this family. The mother is a coach and has coached her 2 sons. The older son qualified a spot for the 2010 Olympic Games, but his partner would have had to renounce her primary citizenship in order to gain citizenship for the country that they represented. She decided against that, so the younger son and his partner were not given the Olympic spot, although they had not yet competed in a younger son and his partner were given the Olympic spot, although they had not yet competed in a senior international event. What is the family's last name? Okay. And the last question in round 1, question 6, name the year. If you're new, I'm going to give 4 things that all occurred during the same year. You name the year. A North Korean dance team competed at the Olympics, the only time thus far this has happened. Drobiazko and Vanegas competed at their first Olympic Games. Hungary had a dance team in the top 10 for the last time thus far. And Madison Chalk was born. Name the year. A North Korean dance team competed at the Olympics, the only time thus far. Drobiazko and Vanegas competed at their first Olympic Games. Hungary had a dance team in the top 10 for the last time thus far. And Madison Chalk was born. All right, I will give you guys about 3 more minutes. You can submit your answers whenever you're ready. Use the round 1 Google form in the video description. Make sure you put your team name or whatever name you want to be known as at the top. All right, go ahead and submit your answers if you haven't yet. Looks like we got most of the ones we were expecting, so I'm going to move on, and it's time to go over the answers. Question 1A. In which year did ice dance make its debut as an official discipline at the Olympic Games? That was 1976. And 1B. In which city were those Olympic Games held? They were held in Innsbruck, Austria. I believe we're also accepting just Innsbruck. Fun fact, they were originally going to be in Denver. Number 2, who are the only ice dancers that won Olympic gold in the ice dance event when their country was hosting the games? By ice dance event, I do not mean the team event. That is, of course, Tess Virtue and Scott Moyer. Number 3, 2 teams have a full set of Olympic medals. By Olympic medals, team medals do apply here. Gold, silver, and bronze. Name both teams. Klimova and Ponomarenko, they won bronze in 84, silver in 88, and gold in 92. And Davis and White, who won silver in 2010, gold in 2014, and team bronze in 2014 as well. Number 4, in the 2018 Olympic Games, which 3 countries had all of their dance entries finish in the top 10? Those countries are Canada, the United States, and Italy. A little tricky. You would assume Russia, but Sikorsky and Guerrero finished 13th. Number 5. This was my favorite question, and I'm sorry it was so long, but I had trouble fitting all the parts in. Identify this family. The mother is a coach and has coached her 2 sons. The older son qualified a spot for the 2010 Olympic Games, but his partner would have had to renounce her primary citizenship in order to gain citizenship for the country that they represented. She decided against that, so the younger son and his partner were given the Olympic spot, although they had not yet competed in a senior international event. What is the family's last name? That's the Rand family from Estonia. Caitlin Mallory and Christian Rand had won the spot, I think, at Nebelhorn. Is that the year they used Karl Skaver? I think they used Nebelhorn. But Caitlin was American, and I guess Estonia wanted her to renounce her U.S. citizenship if they were going to give her Estonian citizenship, and she declined to do that. So the younger brother, Tavi Rand, and his partner, Irina Stork, went to Vancouver even though they had never done a senior competition yet. And they had to compete a senior compulsory dance for the first time at the Olympics. No big deal. And their mom, Leah Rand, is the coach. Number 6, name the year. A North Korean dance team competed at the Olympics, the only time thus far. Drobiazko and Vanegas competed at their first Olympic Games. Hungary had a dance team in the top 10 for the last time thus far. That was Engi and Toth, I think. And Madison Chock was born. And that all happened in 1992. Okay. Yeah, question 5 was tough. It was fun to write. It's always fun to... There were only a few people, or only a couple people / teams that got that one. I try not to have too many crazy ones, but it's fun to think of one really nutty one. All right, moving on to round 2. Once again, I'm not doing audio clips for most of you that have played before due to technical difficulties with my internet that I haven't been able to resolve yet. So, no audio clips, but it's still a music theme. So there will be 6 questions and they're music or program identifications. You'll name the team, the music, or the artist, depending on the question. Oh, that's it. I thought there was going to be one more bullet. Okay. All right, so round 2. Question 1. Which piece of music did Jane Torville and Christopher Dean use for their legendary free dance at the 1984 Olympic Games? Which piece of music did Jane Torville and Christopher Dean use for their legendary free dance at the 1984 Olympic Games? Moving on to question 2. Which team used music from a French film with bits of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech spliced in to build the theme of their 2002 free dance around the United States, the host country for the Olympic Games? Sorry about how that's worded. Which team used music from a French film with bits of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech spliced in to build the theme of their 2002 free dance around the United States, the host country for those Olympic Games? Question number 3. Madison Hubbell and Zachary Donahue had a bluesy free dance in 2018 that used music by Rag and Bone Man and which other musical artist? Madison Hubbell and Zachary Donahue had a bluesy free dance in 2018 that used music by Rag and Bone Man and which other musical artist? Moving on to question 4. Which 3 teams all skated to music from the Requiem for a Dream film at the 2010 Olympic Games? 2 points per team. Which 3 teams all skated to music from the Requiem for a Dream film at the 2010 Olympic Games? Yes, Danielle, feel free to sing. Always. Okay, moving on to question 5. Which ballet did Elena Ilinik and Nikita Katsalapov depict in their 2014 free dance in Sochi? Which ballet did Elena Ilinik and Nikita Katsalapov depict in their 2014 free dance in Sochi? I don't know why I wrote depict. I mean, which ballet music did they skate to? And last question of the round, question 6. Which team won Olympic gold with a free dance to Pavlovian dances? Or Pavlovian. Alternate spellings. Which team won Olympic gold with a free dance to Pavlovian dances? Okay, it is time to submit your answers. Make sure you use the round 2 answer sheet. Put the same team name at the top, please, and submit whenever you're ready. I'll give you about 3 more minutes to ponder, converse with teammates. Hum the Requiem for a Dream theme incessantly, whatever you wish. About a minute left. All right, go ahead and submit. We're going to move on to answers in just a moment. Looks like we have almost everyone. Okay. Moving on to the answers for round 2. Oh my. Sorry, my screen just minimized. Here we go. Moving on to the answers for round 2. Question 1. Which piece of music did Jane Torvald and Christopher Dean use for their legendary free dance at the 1984 Olympic Games? I think most people got this one. It is, of course, Bolero by Ravel. Number 2, which team used music from a French film with bits of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech spliced in to build the theme of their 2002 free dance around the United States, the host country for the Olympic Games? Those are the gold medalists, Anasina and Pesera. Number 3, Madison Hubble and Zachary Donahue had a bluesy free dance in 2018 that used music by Rag and Bone Man and which other musical artist? And that would be Beth Hart. Number 4, which 3 teams all skated to music from the Requiem for a Dream film at the 2010 Olympic Games? 2 points per team. The edgy choice that maybe wasn't as edgy when everyone skated to it. Capolina and Lenote, Domnina and Shabalin, and Peshala and Borza all used, at least partially, music from Requiem for a Dream. Number 5, which ballet did Elena Ilinik and Nikita Kitsalapov depict in their 2014 free dance in Sochi? And that is, of course, Swan Lake. And number 6, which team won Olympic gold with free dance to Pelovsian dances? And that was Bestemianova and Bukin in 1988. All right, I think we are going to do a score update. Just have to check in. We are almost ready. Okay. So we have some great scores and a close game so far, which is always super fun. In first place with 67 points is Debbie S. In second place with 63 points is Anything Goes. In third place, we have a tie at 61 points. We have Maybelle and Linda Loves Twizzles. In, I guess that makes this fifth place, there's a three-way tie, 59 points. TJ the Twizzler, Amanda, and Chalk Bates fan. Another three-way tie at 55 points. Scott Moyer stands, Snack is Back, and Josh's Jumpers. 53 points, The Finn Steps. 48 points, Figure Skaters Online. 45 points, Catherine. 33 points, Mac. And 19 points, Amy. Awesome. Okay, so moving on to round 3. Picture IDs. 6 photos, 6 points each. Same as before, 6 photos with the faces blurred. I'll give well, actually this time I'm not giving the season, I'm giving the specific year because they're all from the Olympics, excuse me. You'll name the team. And there won't be any compulsories. Everything will be free dance or original / short / rhythm. Jennifer, we will double check your score and I'll have our scorer get back to you. Okay, photo number 1 from 2018. Okay, photo number 2 from 1992. Okay, photo number 3 from 2010. And photo number 4 from 2006. And photo number 5 from 2014. And scoring update, we didn't count the first, it looks like we didn't count 1A in round 1 accidentally in our spreadsheet. So, but everyone got it right. So everyone's score went up by 3 points. So it doesn't change the standings because everyone got 3 additional points. But thank you for bringing it to our attention. Okay, and moving on to photo 6 from 2018. Okay, I'm going to bring up the slide with all 6 photos and give you about 3 more minutes. You can submit whenever you're ready. Make sure you are using the round 3 form and use the same name at the top of the form, but y'all are pros now, you know the drill. Sorry for inserting my head into the photos, but I don't think I cover up too much of the identifying parts. About a minute left. All right, we're just waiting on last second submissions. We're going to go over the answers in just a couple moments. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I think I accidentally clicked on a pop-up. Okay. Photo number 1 from 2018. This was Nazarova and Nikitin. Who could forget the purple leg fringe? If you knew about the purple leg fringe in the first place. Certainly not I. Photo number 2 was a throwback from 1992. Obviously not part of the IDC archives. This was the bronze medalists from 1992, Usova and Julin. Photo number 3 from 2010. These were Belbin and Gusto in some very festive costumes. Oh, folk dances. Photo number 4 from 2006. You know, it was hard to find a photo of this program that wasn't of the stair, because this is, of course, Fusar-Poli and Margalio. Photo number 5 from 2014. Matching the boards nicely. Weaver and Poche. And photo number 6 from 2018. Kind of a deeper cut free dance, but one I just rewatched over the weekend, and it was just so lovely. I wish they had been able to keep going. That was Lorenz and Polizwakis. All right, so we are going to do a score update. So you know where you stand before we go into the final round. Still a very, very, very close game. Through the top 8, it looks like, are all within 6 points. In first place with 100 points, we have Maybelle. In second place with 98 points, there's a tie between TJ the Twizzler and Amanda. In fourth place with 96 points, Anything Goes. Fifth place, right behind them, 95 points, Chuck Bates Fan. Except I don't think... Sorry, lost my place. 94 points, there's a 3-way tie. Debbie S., Scott Moyer stands, and Snack is back. 88 points, Linda Loves Twizzles. 82 points, Josh's Jumpers. 80 points, The Fin Steps. 78 points, Catherine. 69 points, Figure Skaters Online. 52 points, Mac. And 22 points, Amy. Okay, moving on to the final question. I think most, if not all of you, are regulars. So same deal. There will be multiple answers to this question. Sometimes it's in the question how many answers there will be. That didn't make sense. I don't necessarily give you the number of answers in the question. You just know that there's multiple. You will get 2 points for every correct answer, and 1 point will be subtracted for every wrong answer. If you don't guess anything, you just get a flat 0. Okay, so this one is going to be kind of involved, so I'll give you some time. Name all of the ice dance teams that medaled at their first Olympic Games. Not including the team event, just keep it in one vein. So name all of the ice dance teams that medaled at their first Olympic Games appearance. So the first time they went to the Olympics, they medaled. Good luck. Yes, ever since ice dance started at the Olympics, which all of you knew was in 1976. So, all of the teams since 1976 that medaled the first time they went to the Olympics. Good question about the partner. So if someone went to the Olympics with a different partner, it doesn't count. So it's just if a team showed up for the first time at the Olympics, even if one person had already gone before. If the team medaled at their first Olympics together, I guess I should say. It's a good number. Possible. But it's not every single team. So it's not impossible to score either, I would say. So it's been like 5 minutes. I'll give you 2-ish more. Let me know if you think that's insane. You can, of course, submit whenever you're ready. Just make sure you use the final question link. One more minute. All right, it's time to submit. I know that one was a doozy. It'll take us a while to score it. It was fun to research. I like this one because it's a chance to get a lot of points, you know? I like when the standings can really change at the end, when someone can make a final leap. But also there's a few that are a little more obvious. So hopefully everyone got a few. And with that, I think we've got pretty much everyone in. So if you are struggling, it's time to hit that submit button because we're going to go over the answers. So name all of the ice dance teams that medaled at their first Olympic Games together. It does not include the team event, although I think that might have only added a couple, but once I got all these 12, there are 12 teams. I was ready to just, I thought 12 was enough. So, in chronological order, Pakhomova and Gorshkov, Moiseyeva and Minenkov, and O'Connor and Milnes, because they all medaled at the first Olympics that ice dance was included, so obviously it was their first Olympics. Then Klimova and Ponomarenko medaled at their first Olympics, 1984. They won the bronze. Usova and Julin medaled at their first in 1992. They won the bronze. Krylova and Ovsyannikov, she went to the Olympics in 94 with another partner, but they medaled in 98 at their first one together. Anasina and Pesara also medaled in '98 at their first Olympics. Belbin and Augusto medaled at their first Olympics in 2006. They couldn't go in 2002 because Belbin's citizenship wasn't through. Virtue and Moyer medaled at their first in 2010. Davis and White also were first-time Olympians in 2010. Ilinik and Katsalapov medaled at their first and only Olympics together in 2014. And Papadakis and Cizeron medaled at their first Olympics in 2018. So, I think everyone got a few, obviously. We will take a little bit of time to finish scoring these. Thanks for playing. If you like what we do and you want to help support us, we have the links to our Patreon and PayPal in the description as well. You can also just make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit the thumbs up button if you had fun. That helps us as well, especially as we start trying to put out more content for our channel. I spoke last time about our show that we're putting together. It's almost ready for us to do the filming, so hopefully we will get that filmed this week. And then once the editing and stuff is done, we might be able to debut it, maybe even before the next trivia in 2 weeks. Thanks everyone for playing. I've just been notified there's a tie. See, last time I had a tiebreaker ready, and this time I don't, let me think. See, it has to be something that I know off the top of my head, but it's hard enough for a tiebreaker. Okay, I'm formulating something, but I have to figure out the wording. Okay, we're going to leave it at tie. Congratulations. I had something in my head and I just can't wrap my brain around it. My toddler wouldn't nap today and sucked away all my energy. So, thanks for playing. We had some super high scores. No one got the final round all correct, but someone got 11 teams. Just pick a number 1 to 100. I think I'm just going to leave it at tie. So, in first place, with our first place tie, I think we've had ties at the other levels. We have, with 118 points, Maybelle and Anything Goes. Thanks for staying up until 2:30 in the morning to win trivia. And also, Maybelle won last time too, so congrats on defending. In third place with 112 points, Scott Moyer stands. In fourth place with 111 points, so close, TJ the Twizzler. Tied for fifth with 108 points, Debbie S. and Snack is back. Just behind with 105, Amanda. Then 103, 8th place, Chalk Bates fan. 9th place, 99 points, that's a lot of nines, Linda Loves Twizzles. Tied for 10th with 96 points, Josh's Jumpers and the Fin Steps. 90 points, Catherine. 85 points, Figure Skaters Online. And 59 points, Mac. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us. Next time, is going to be July 7th. So it's right after the 4th, so I was thinking of doing an American theme, as in USA. So look forward to that. Wear your red, white, and blue if you want. I can't see you. And thanks so much for playing with us. Happy Olympic Day, and have an awesome week. Good night or good morning to our international players.